to the new house because it is the ultimate, no joke, legit degreaser cleaner. I started by just using it on the hard stuff, and now I don't even use the other cleaners. I just go straight to GP66 because GP66 will work. It just will. And this is a set of 2. This is one of those funny things where you like call and tell all your friends about it. Do you ever tell your friends about cleaners?
Right.
Well, I do because I
do all the time.
But I would only tell them if it really, everything from the car to the kitchen, you name it. Scott Hines here.
So,
good to see you.
Don't take anything off, Dan. You look fabulous.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Scott Hines brings us great products to make our lives easier. I'm telling you, when he showed me this one, goodness, it's been years now, right?
Oh,
for the very first time.
Absolutely.
And he's like, Kirsten, I've seen a lot of cleaners in my time because he's done this for a long time. This one is the real deal. And it's so true. You just put permanent marker.
Yeah, we're going to let that dry. And same thing here, I'm going to put some spray paint on. I'm going to let it dry. Don't breathe this in, please, because it really is nasty. But we're going to put it down. We're going to let it dry for a little bit as well. But I can, when I told you this, I think about 4 years ago when it came, I can look you in the eye and I can look you at home in the eye and say, I'm starting my 15th year here at QVC as a home solution. Yeah, it's fun. And as a home solutions expert, and this is the best degreaser, degrimer I have ever seen, I've ever used, I've ever worked with. I use it 2, 3, 4 times a week in my own home.
Me too.
I utterly love it.
It really does work. The very first time I used it, it was to get, I'm going to sound hardcore real quick, to get blood out of my ski jacket.
Sure.
Now always test it on your fabrics first, but if it gets blood out of my ski jacket, it was not my blood, I was helping somebody, but it truly works. And we're talking about everything.
That's a big key here is all surfaces. Now that's what's so important because it takes out the nastiest of nasty stains. It's what you've reached for when you've reached for everything else. So reach for this first because here's what we have. Tile with permanent marker. We have a porous tile with spray paint. We'll get back to those in a second. Right here's a sealed hardwood floor that we've covered with shoe polish and grease. Way worse than anything that would be in your own home, but we're using it to represent those scuff marks, that grime, that grease that builds up, especially this time of year, the salt that comes in. And as I pull this back through, what I want you to see is, here's the grease, here's the grime, the scuff marks, but it doesn't take off the finish. Cleans it, literally squeaky clean, and makes it look almost like the day it got installed.
Sealed hardwood, done and done. He's going to go on from there. You get 2 of these, by the way, making them less than, $13 each, $24.97 sent directly to your home. Couldn't be easier than that. That's what I'm telling you. Right now, QVC is just saving me because I'm getting everything set directly to the new home. I don't have to go out shopping. I'm going to be in boxes for weeks. Why not get it directly to your house? Super easy. Here's
that permanent marker I said, or at least quote unquote permanent marker. The only thing I needed the rag for was simply to clean it up because it literally melted it down. It's gone now, and that's the thing. That's the kind of stuff that happens. You have kids, you have little ones, you have ones that'll write markers, crayon, whatever on the wall. This will take it up right away.
If you have it and you love it because more than 300,000 have been picked up, give me a call. We're live. Our testimonial lines are open. 1-800-600-1556 is the number. I'd love to hear how you use it. There's that.
There's the spray paint that we used. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to, when you get home, I want you to use Campanelli microfiber. Best microfiber on the planet.
I just ordered a bunch of those too.
You should, because they make it better than anyone. Use it to clean up. So use this, it breaks that bond of the spray paint, brings it right up, it's gone and gone for good.
It is, and he's right about those towels. I just got some of the blue ocean sent to the new house. They're the best. You get like a set of 50 for like $1. Well, maybe not $1, but close. All right, that is in the kitchen. That part right up there in the hood.
Yeah.
Crazy gross.
And that's actually where the odors get caught too. So this is what we call a grease trap, and it stays in the hood of your oven or like a microwave that sits over top of your range. Well, the grease builds up on it. So you see as I sprayed the GP66, it really melted that grease off. But as I really bring it down here into the water, so that GP66 acts as a way to break that bond of the grease, okay? So now we put it in here, it breaks down that grease, and then as I put it in the water, these are about $8 or $9 a piece, and you have to custom order them online to replace them.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know how to buy a new one.
It's a pain, because you gotta look up the model number of what you got. Instead of doing that, how about you just use the GP66, you eliminate the grease and the odors, it's gone, your kitchen smells great again.
Okay, listen, everywhere. You will use this everywhere. I mean, I use it on pots and pans. I use it in the bathroom. I use it outdoors. I mean, it's amazing. And you get 2 of these for $24.97.
It's as good a tile cleaner as you will find anywhere. This is a real home. We did not put anything down on those tiles, and that's the results we got. Oven cleaners. Remember, anything in that's going to be a grease kind of base stained, even if it's burnt on, baked on, no problem, it cleans it up. Perfect for your sinks, for your drains, gets rid of the grease, the odors that builds up. This is the key one here. This is where I used it when I moved into our house. It was about 50 years old, about 3 years ago when I first started really using GP66. I put it in a bug sprayer. I sprayed it on my garage floor. All the oil that had built up from years of the cars being in there prior, took it right off the garage floor. Use it throughout your home. Brake dust. There's nothing better. Pre-treat your wheels before you go through the car wash. It will melt the brake dust off. Perfect for the grill, breaks those grease-based stains up. And you can feel confident using on cooking surfaces, eating surfaces, and you get the green yucky gunk off your concrete, off your siding, off your gutters. It's awesome.
Technical words are green yucky gunk.
Let
me talk to you about what it says.
Term.
On the bottle even it says machinery, floors, conveyors, kitchens, bathrooms, vehicles, walls. I like these. Runways and airplanes, brake dust, tunnels, grout, drive-throughs.
Yeah.
You could use it on a drive-through if you so choose. Fireplaces, greasy equipment. It's hilarious. You can use it on everything.
Well, and the funny thing is, it's an industrial strength. It really is. Everywhere else on the planet, it's sold in 55-gallon drums.
Right.
Except for here, where you get it in spray bottles. It cleans 900 million square feet every day of arenas, auto body shops, stuff like that.
Driveways.
Runways.
Drive-throughs.
So here's what, literally, I mean, it's no joke.
And you wouldn't think something that serious you could use on sealed wood, but you can.
This is what sold me. When I moved into our house, I just told you about, it was 50, 60 years old. So you see I've got a clean rag here. So when we moved in, it was some of the original woodworking cabinetry in the kitchen. Well, the grease and the odors built up on that cabinetry. So as I clean this off, you say, okay, Scott, it looks a little bit better, right? But here's the key. That's the grease, the grime. You can't see it, but that's that film that builds up on your cabinets. Well, you can, once you clean it off, it brings your cabinets back to life, gets rid of the stains, gets rid of the odors. You can use it on carpet, tile, shoes, pots, pans, everything. It does the job, and it does it great.
Dos. You get not one, but two of these. Give it a try. 30-day love it or return it guarantee. The phone number to use is 1-800-500-7590. Mr. Hine, thank you for being.
I love you, and I'd never return you.
Oh, you're so sweet.
See you soon, all right? Next
love you being at Home with Kirsten.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so on the way. I love this show. It truly has.